everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today I have another planner unboxing and walkthrough for you guys. I have been doing a ton of these lately, and you will see more of these coming up because I have more planners on order, and I also will be ordering some in November. So I'm just going planner crazy, and you'll see here, setting up Apple Watch number 2, so I'm going to be testing. I've got 2 on my wrist today. And also, disclaimer, I am trying to film this before Stella wakes up and the lighting is just not cooperating. The lighting may be sketchy for this first part, but I want to walk through my new Powersheets planner from Cultivate What Matters. So it says down here, Cultivate What Matters 2022 Powersheets. So I am really excited to start diving into some more goal planning. I will walk through this entire book for you guys today. Basically cover to cover, I'll walk through all of the goal setting things, and I'm really excited about this one in particular because it breaks down your goals, and I love one of the main pages for each month called the tending list. It just breaks down your monthly goals into sizable chunks. So you have like the monthly action things, and they're going to be like things you work on throughout the month or things that you can tick off as a one-time thing. Then you have weekly action items, which are just weekly things you try to get done every week. And then also daily action. So I love how it breaks everything down like that in digestible chunks. Unless you're working on yearly goals, you break them down quarterly and then you break them down monthly in that fashion. And I just love this system. I have watched other people's videos on this system. I've drooled over this system, and I finally just bit the bullet, got the system, and I'm super excited. I started working a little bit in the front work, which is the prep work. You have a big chunk in the beginning before you get to January to map out your goals and think through things. And so I'm in that process right now, brainstorming all that. And I did set up actually November goals. So I will be walking you guys through that in a separate video. But for today, we're just gonna walk through this bad boy, and we're just gonna go ahead and hop to the other camera, and I will show you guys my packaging and also the unboxing, and then we'll walk through every page. So let's go ahead and hop in. So this is how the planner actually came. It is in this like rigid cardboardy type of thing. I don't even know if I can like peel it. Maybe I can. It's like 2 layers stuck together. Let's see if I can peel it open. And the other side has a really pretty like pink sticker with white writing, Cultivate What Matters, and some things on it. But they stuck part of my little like sorting sticker over it, not the actual shipping label. The shipping label's off to the side. And then they stuck that little like random sticker scanny thing over the pretty sticker, which is like, there's so much space. Why would you ruin my sticker so I can't even read the whole thing? I couldn't show it to you guys because it's covered in address stuff. So yeah, I can peel this enough. And one of my bundle deal things was back orders. I think it's the wild card pages. That's what it was. I couldn't think of the word. So this is completely new to me. This is the Cultivate What Matters Powersheets planner. It is the 10th anniversary, so this is the 10th year they've done this, and they made a fancy looking box for this. It says 10 years of Powersheets. It just talks about their team and things a little bit. I also got the sticker book. I've got the wildcard pages coming. I'm so glad that they went ahead and sent the rest of the things. I would have been kind of peeved if they'd held my whole order when it did not show as back ordered as I ordered it. So I'm really glad they did that, sent it off. We are going to go ahead and open this. It is plastic cling wrapped. So this is teal and gold foiled on the box. If you want to see just like the teal, that's what the teal looks like. It's gorgeous. It's the perfect color. It matches my chairs in here really well. I love aqua and teal. I don't think I'll need those scissors anymore. We're going to go ahead and just pop it open. It's bubble wrapped, and it's a nice sturdy box, so everything came protected. Let's see if I can get this out. It does have the bubble wrap around it. No packaging slip or anything. So there is what it looks like. It is like it has like a linen feel to it, but it's definitely like plasticky coated. So I feel like if you spilled something on it, the water would bead up. It has that like waterproof type feeling to it. And the only thing I'm not super excited about is the wiring on this. I really just love the spirals. I love that I can interchange all the Erin Condren covers on all of my spiral bound books. This one, however, is the O-ring with square holes, so it is not exactly the same. It's going to be a new thing for me, but since this is not a daily planner, I can just leave it flipped open to whatever page I need and not necessarily have to worry about the binding all the time. So I think that will help it stay okay. It does seem pretty sturdy, but it is still, you know, it's still that O-wire binding. It still is a little bit flimsy. They have a tendency to get kinked and dented, and then it's hard to smooth them open. So far, like, this seems to be sliding and gliding well, which is good. Okay, so this is a totally new thing. I have seen other people's walkthroughs a little bit here and there, but it's still like a totally new to me thing. I will talk about everything about it. One thing I noticed is the O wiring punch, and they may have done this deliberately, or it may have been a complete mistake. It is thicker over here and very, very thin. You can see like very, very thin over here. So my cover was punched crooked. I don't think that was intentional. It doesn't affect like how it's standing up or sitting, but it definitely is noticeable when you look at it. You can see like the paper shows through on this side versus this side the paper is covered up. So I may end up writing to them about it. I don't necessarily think I need my book replaced or anything. Maybe I could get my cover replaced because you can pop things in and out of this wiring. So I would just have to loosen it a little bit, pop both covers out. See, this one's even, but the front one is not. It's definitely very, very skewed, very crooked. So that is something to note. So let's go ahead and walk through everything. I'm not going to read all of the information, but I'll read like the titles of the pages, and we will open the sticker book afterwards. So I really like the whole concept of this, just planning out your year, working quarterly, readjusting as needed. I liked the color scheme for this. I just love the rainbowy type colors. They have a fresh color scheme. And overall, I've seen this. I've never felt anything of this before. So I'm going to walk through, talk about everything about it, and just soak it in with you guys. Basically, it's totally a new experience to me. It's got a little pocket here, and this feels like it would hold quite a bit, but it feels a little bit waterproof, like glossy feeling. So I feel like this would hold up really well over time. It says my word of the year. You can put whatever word you have in there. And then here we've got a sheet that tells you your best year starts here. Order Powersheets, open, log into Goal School, complete your goal setting, complete your prep work, choose a wildcard page, which I still have coming, and fill out your first tending list. And then here's information about welcome to the family. So I will walk through that as I'm doing my prep work coming up. So this is stuck on, but I noticed there's a little bit of like gummy residue at the edge here. It's kind of sticky, so I'll have to deal with that. Also with the cover, it is protected on the edges with these little gold pieces, and they are rounded, so I'm not gonna poke the crap out of myself with these, which is nice. I thought I would mention that, since sometimes some of these like thicker board ones are very, very pointy, and I feel like these ones are just nice and well done. So here we go. Hello, fresh start. Your cultivated year belongs to blank, and you can fill that in. So the paper is slightly smooth, but it also has a little bit of a texture to it. It's definitely pretty smooth, pretty thin, at least for that piece. Yeah, they all feel like a little bit on the thinner side, but I think it will still hold up to pens and things. So first up, we've been working on building our closet like the past few days. So my nails and hands are all scraped up and stuff. Please ignore that. I just realized like I have so much stuff under my nails because of all that work. So here's the 10-year page. It has their social medias and stuff. The beginning here comes with some stickers, and this is the main color scheme here. Very, very cute. I'm flipping more than one page, I notice. And then it says cultivate. It talks you through it. Basically, you read and walk through everything, and it'll prompt you for what to do. So we've got some goal ideas, comparison. It says, where does comparison sneak into your life? You can talk about it. Here's your about me page. What makes you come alive? What fires me up? Cultivate life evaluation. So these are the 8 categories. We have health and wellness, friends, focal relationship, family, finances, spiritual and personal growth, work, learning, and recreation. So I think the categories have changed just slightly. I've not had a Powersheets book previous, so I am not exactly sure how the old categories went, but I feel like that's a really good way to put it. This is your like love relationship or your main relationships. Family, it has a little home icon for that. Work and learning is a little book. Recreation has a sun. Spiritual and personal growth is the little leaf. So it's like a new leaf sprouting, which is really cute. Finances has the little coins. Friends has the high fives. And then health and wellness, it looks like, you know, basically hydration there. So I find that pretty interesting that there's like not necessarily all like really goal setting boss babe type, like reach for the stars type of things. It's very like centered on making you the best version of yourself, which I really like. There are a couple of more like big ticket, I would say, work related things, work and learning and finances. But the rest of them seem to be tailored towards like just making your life better. And I mean, it's called Cultivate What Matters. So, you know, you're really talking about big picture, big thinking. A lot of people say family is everything. So family, friends, wellness. I mean, you cannot put a price on your health. Spiritual and personal growth is something that's really important to a lot of people. And I find recreation also, that's a great one for me, because I definitely get into this mindset where I'm like, I want to shoot for the stars. I really like type A about stuff, but I also need to plan in some of the recreation as well. So I think this is going to be a nice system for me to plan things out, even things out. I do find that having like 3 friends and family categories is a lot, because I'm just not very social. So I find that this is going to be a lot, and I definitely like that it's split up a little bit, but I think 3 out of 8 categories being people related is just a lot for an introvert like me. Anyway, let's keep going. Good things, people I'm grateful for, challenges, what I learned. We're just like mapping out. You do all these pages before the start of the year. I'm ready to break free. It says, so where do you feel stuck? Like, you talk about that, who I really am. I'm moving past fear. These days are your legacy. So it's like the big picture. What do you want to, what really matters when it comes down to things? Big picture vision. So this is going to be planned out in those same 8 categories. So you've got different colors for the categories. I will end up doing some sort of like marker, mild liner, dot pen comparison for the colors, since the colors have changed a little bit this year. I will mark those appropriately. And then you go into this page, which I really like. My cultivated year, what I'm saying yes to, what I'm saying no to, which I really like. More things. Imagine it, your intentional year, your types of goals. So you talk about different kinds of goals: habit, finish line, and big dream. And I'm not going to walk through and read everything. You really have to dive into their system to get through all this. And it's totally new to me, so I'm going to be learning all of this as I go. Get ready to goal. So you're talking about your goals, rough draft of your yearly goals, and then you write down the yearly goals. And right here I can see there's the tiniest little gray outline to put some of those flag banners, so you can put your goals with the color coding. So you've got the little flags. That's where you're kind of supposed to put them. And then you walk through, you make your vision board, you pick a word for the year. Let's take the pressure off. Every goal grows little by little. So you're gonna break it down a little bit. Goal action plan, break your goals down. And you're gonna have one of these ones, I think, for every goal. So you pick out what goal you're gonna be using for each one of these, and you're gonna get 8 because you have 8. Oh, see, I don't know what happened here. My paper, oh, it just got bent. It's like, it looked like it was cut at first because the way my lights are shining on it. So you get one of these 2-page spreads for every goal. We're getting to the end of those. And then you move into the yearly overview. So this is also something that I did in the Your Best Year little goal book that I worked on. Things are different, you know, quarterly. Things are going to change. You're going to have big events come up, and you have to plan your quarters out accordingly. That's a great page to have to work through and map out your whole year. Customize these pages with your wildcard stuff. So it says, go to goalschool.com to find the library of wildcards. I also ordered some of the wildcard pages. That's just like, I think it's a little notepad. I will unbox that and review that when it gets here, but it was back ordered at the time of ordering. And then you move into the monthly pages. So these are going to be every month. It changes colors. You can see they change colors January through June, and then there's July through December. So the colors work in kind of a rainbow fashion, which is really pretty. It has a little bit of a gradient on there. And so we'll walk through these page by page. Prepare well. Then your monthly spread with a little bit of line note area at the side. And then it talks about how the tending list works, and that is the tending list. It has your brainstorm for the month and then your actual tending list. So this is your like rough draft copy. This is your perfected copy, and it's also perforated, so you can stick this in with your other planner or whatever if you use something else. So then you can take it with you. Since this is not an everyday planner, you would just maybe leave it open to this page if you want to have it set out, or you can rip this out and stick it with your other planner if you use another planner. And this is like the bread and butter of the whole system. You do all the prep work, get the planning out every month, then you can brainstorm at the beginning of the month and plan out things that are going to be monthly action things. You just do these, you know, throughout the month and try to get them done. Then you have weekly things that you try to focus on each week a little bit at a time. And then you have your daily items. These are the ones that are going to be built as habits. I love a good monthly challenge, so this is going to be a fun thing to map out, and I really just like the way they have this mapped out. So I may end up ripping this out and sticking it into my weekly planner, but I'm not exactly sure yet. I like the idea of keeping it all intact in here, but I also like the idea of ripping it out. So I may do a thing where I scan it in and print a copy of it so I have one in each place, just so I can see, you know, all of these things written out, and then I will just mark them off in this actual book. But I like the idea of having them written out in my weekly planner so I see them every time I'm flipping open to my to-do lists and things. So we'll see. I think I'll probably just end up making a little photocopy for myself. And then here is the month in review. You come at the end of the month and look at this. It's got all sorts of different steps to walk through. It looks like you will get a prep sheet, the monthly calendar, your brainstorm, your tending list, and your month in review every month. But since January is the beginning, it does have the extra built-in pages to walk you through how everything's going to go. They just flip through the same things every month. The monthly calendar just changes for the month, and then these just, you know, the date changes on these. So we'll just flip through the colors real quick so you guys can get a feel for the colors. Oh, you know what? There are quarterly things. So after March, April is a little bit thicker. So it puts your quarterly stuff at the beginning of your fourth one. So it is going to be a little bit different. I remember this. So we'll walk through. Your refresh is here. You can tweak your goals, change things up, plan your next quarter a little bit. You have an evaluation for your first quarter, more little prep work refresh here. Lots of questions to answer, your refreshed goals, so you have room to tweak them and change them a little bit. People have dropped goals and made new goals, and again, it has the little place for flags so you can color code everything, plan for the season ahead, break down your goals, and then you move into the actual April pages again. So prepare, month, brainstorm, tending list, and the month in review. And then you go back to the same little setup of very small monthly stuff. Then June is the same way. July is another refresh, so it's every quarter. Here's your next refresh, and it's going to walk through the same things where you can tweak your goals, change your goals around, and then it moves into your same pages that happen every month. I'm glad I was flipping through. I would have totally forgotten about the quarterly refreshes. We're moving along. Ooh, I love that color. It matches the outside pretty well too. Then we've got October for another refresh. This is your final refresh for the year. And again, same thing. You just walk through the same refresh pages. Then your normal monthly pages with your tending list. There's your November. And then we'll see what's at the very end of the book, if anything changes here at the end. So you've got your prepare page, your month, your brainstorm and tending list, and I'm getting to the very back, so I'm noticing the pages are a little bit harder to turn back here. Month review, and it says, hooray, high fives, you did it. And that's it. So then you have to move into your next year of planning. So they don't give you a whole lot of review stuff at the very end, because I guess you're supposed to do all of the prep work and year-end review stuff in your next planner. So my first impressions, I love the colors in this. I love the idea of breaking down the goals. I really love the tending list. I'm not exactly sure how the prep work is going to go because I've never tried it before, but I'm excited to give it a try. I think this is going to be a great way to set up my month. I've seen other people, I've watched other people's like monthly setting up their power sheets, and I love it. I've been obsessed with it. I've wanted to get one this whole year basically. And so I'm so happy to have this in my hands finally, and I cannot wait to map out everything for the next year. It is October, so I may end up just starting this for November and mapping it out myself before this year comes, and I'll start working on the prep work coming up soon. But overall, I feel like the quality of the paper is really nice. The tabs are really nice. These cardstock things are nice. I think it'll hold up really well over the year. I'm just a little bit concerned about the binding, but since I won't be, opening and closing it 100 times a day like my regular planner, I feel like it will be okay. The only flaw I saw was this front cover is punched crooked, but it's definitely something I could even just live with and may not even try to get it replaced or anything. But yeah, flipping through it, it flips pretty good considering it's this O-ring. The end is where it gets a little sticky because it's going around that curve. But I think overall it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love the floral print on it. I just love everything about it. I feel like everything is really pleasing to the eye. I know there's a lot of writing and a lot to go through, so I'll probably have to do some sort of video on reviewing my prep work and maybe working through that and telling you guys how it went, because it's a lot to go through. You know, you're going to be reading, answering questions, mapping things out, planning out the basics of a full year. You will have those quarterly refreshes, but you're basically trying to plan out your whole year in advance, and I love that. I love the idea of planning it all out. I'm excited to get started on this. I love the cover. I love the color of it. It's a really nice size book, and it's still, even though there's not a whole lot of pages every month, it still feels like a nice sizable chunky notebook. So I think it's just beautiful, and I love the feel of it. So that is the actual Powersheets Goal Planner. We are going to walk through the stickers, and these are a little bit on the thinner side, but they have like a really nice satiny sheen to them. I really like the feel of those. I like that they're a little bit on the thinner side so they won't bulk up the book. Some of those cardstock stickers end up being really, really thick, and they do add a lot of bulk to a planner. So we've got the florals, we've got some little squares that say some motivating things on them, some little washi strips, lots more of the planner tags so you can color code. Let's see if I can flip through. There's more little flags. There are some dots so you can do some color coding. I'll try to use a combo of these and also the daughter pins. So they want you to color code. So you've got 2 sheets of the flags, 2 sheets of the dots, also some hearts in the same color coding. Is it only 1 sheet of hearts? Yeah, okay, 2 sheets of dots, 1 sheet of hearts, some little icons. They match the topics and colors for each of the 8 goals. And then we've got some gold ones, which is really cute. It says, these stickers correspond to the 3 types of goals. So you've got the habits, finish lines, and big dreams, which are really cute. So you can stick those next to whichever one. And then we've got celebrate progress. These are just little celebration type ones. The flags are in the same colors, but they have hearts and stars. We've got some priority stickers, the important things on it. These say important, Powersheets, date, to do, love this, do this. So I was super excited and talking a bunch and thought I was still on camera, and the camera ended up running out of space. So it totally cut me off. So I'm going back to this page here. And so I've got grateful for this. This is important. And then some gold ones. These all say my priority. These all say make it happen. And then you've got some cute ones. We've got some flowers, some sun. These ones all say this matters. And then some little heart bubbles, which are super cute. I really like their color scheme. And then some highlight ones, so you can make little notes on some of these. Also has cute little check boxes in the same colors. So I feel like if you meet one of your bigger goals or like finish out your month, you can use some of these cute little check marks. They're on little circle cuts. And then last but not least, there's some motivation. So it's all just gold foil sayings, and they're super duper cute. So I feel like it's a good little amount of stickers that you get. If you buy the bundle deal, you get quite a little discount. I'm going to just tuck it in here. I feel like there is enough space. Oops, it's getting stuck on something. Ah, it got stuck on the word card. I feel like you have enough space. You could keep your sticker book here, and also hopefully the little wild card pack will also fit in here. I feel like there's still plenty of space in this folder, so I'm hoping both of those can fit in the front cover here. And that is it for today. So I hope you guys like this. I will be doing a lot of videos on this since I'm really going to try to dive into this and focus on it for this year. I'm going to be comparing this to other goal setting systems, so it will be something that I will work towards this year, compare this to other systems and see how I like it, review it, talk about it from month to month or quarter to quarter. I don't exactly know how in depth I'm going to go with the videos on this one, but I'm super excited about it. I really want to make this year really productive and accomplish some goals. I feel like, oh gosh, the last couple of years have been really hard for pretty much everybody, and I'm finally coming out of like the baby stage. Stella just turned 2, and something happened these last couple of weeks where I feel more like I can get stuff done. I'm not just chasing around baby all of the time, so I feel like I'm having a little more energy, a little more pep in my step, and the older she's gotten, the better it has gotten, and she's going to be my last baby, so I feel like I'm just in this stage where, you know, we're switching out of the teeny tiny baby stage to a, you know, a toddler, a bigger girl, almost to the preschool years, and I'm going to be able to find myself and do a lot more personal growth, more channel growth, all the things. So I'm really excited about this. I have a lot of hopes and dreams for this coming up. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know if you are using Powersheets or another goal planner this year coming up. I really just want to make some goals, make some changes, get into some better habits, and just really like level up this next year. I feel like for 2021, I did a really good job like getting into fitness, getting my body back to where I wanted it to be, actually even stronger and better than before. I still have a ways to go as far as my fitness, but I'm really, you know, deep into that journey, and that was a big goal I had for the year. But I have other goals and I want to move into those. I'm really excited to have this and I can work through it and conquer some other things. So I hope you guys are well. Let me know what goal system you're using. If you're using a goal system, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be back soon with another video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.